to Manchester United. Now, Manchester United are so weird. So, obviously, the signing of Lisandro Martinez has been all but confirmed. I think it actually is confirmed. Thank the Lord for that. In terms of a neutral's perspective, finally they got it right. I mean, I know they signed Eriksen, and Eriksen's a great signing, but Jesus Christ, finally United have got a signing that's good. Like, that's actually good. However, people who watch his podcast for long know my fascination about Lisandro Martinez. I said Spurs should sign Lisandro Martinez, I think in the 3rd episode of this podcast, or 4th episode of this podcast. The reason I say that is because obviously under Conte, they play 3 at the back. Martinez is a perfect left-sided centre half. I feel like if Lisandro Martinez was playing in a 3 at the back system, he'd be the best left-sided centre half in world football. But I digress, he's not. So he's been brought to play as a left-sided centre half in a 2. Now, a couple of positives, a couple of negatives for this one. Positives. Absolutely world-class footballer that will transform the way that Manchester United will play. And he knows the way that Ten Hag plays, and he's a bit of a prick, right? In a good way. You want pricks on your team. The cons: he's 5'10". Now, obviously that's said in jest because he's 5'10", yes, but I mean it's not like he hasn't seen tall people before. He's not going to rock up to the Premier League and say, "Oh my God, fuck, people are tall. What the hell?" Like he played in a team. We played with Sebastian Haller in training. He played against Erling Haaland in the Champions League. Like, he's played against tall people before. What's his fascination about Martinez being 5'10", which automatically makes him a shit defender? I don't get it. I really don't understand it. But he was Ajax's player of the season last year for a reason. He must not have been shit if he was Ajax's player of the season. I think this is an absolutely world-class signing for Manchester United. This is the type of business that elite clubs make. I say this time and time again. This is the type of business that elite clubs make. Martinez will come in, play left-sided centre-half. I think this means that Harry Maguire should be shifted out straight away because I think should Rafael Varane stay fit, I think Varane and Martinez will be a very good centre-back partnership. I do think they need one more centre-half because I just feel like you need more quality more quality in depth in that position, but that's a story for a different day. I think he can play left back, can play DM, can play centre back. I do think he'll play centre back, although I wouldn't be surprised if he played as the holding midfielder, as that number 6 that United have lacked ever since. United have lacked the number 6 ever since Michael Carrick left, right? So I do think he'll play as a centre back, although if he does play as the number 6, I won't be shocked, and I actually think that could potentially work out better in terms of the overall output for the team. Obviously, should they sign another centre-back. But yeah, I don't think he'll play left-back at all. I think that's a waste of his talents if you're playing Martinez left-back. I think, and also you got Luke Shaw there, who's more than capable, especially for now. So yeah, great signing for United. World-class player, like genuinely world-class. Will be one of the best signings of the window, no doubt. Again, it is one of the signings that great clubs make. They pick these players out from Portugal, from Netherlands, from like these lesser countries. They pick them out and they unearth unbelievable talent. So yeah, great signing for United. Now, let's move on from a signing that they haven't made to a signing that they won't make. I'm convinced this signing won't happen now. And that is, of course, Frankie de Jong. Now, what on earth is going on? Can someone please leave it in the comments or tweet at me at fucking hell at 2ftpod. Tweet it at me or comment in the comment section below on YouTube. What's going on with Frankie de Jong? Is he going to come or is he going to stay? What's going on? Because for all I knew, it was done, locked and loaded, being a Manchester United player. But all of a sudden, it's kind of gone really quiet, and nothing really seems to be happening. I don't necessarily think this is a doomsday scenario for United. I feel like they could get pound for pound better players in terms of the money spent. They could get an overall better deal for that position, but it's going to be interesting to see whether or not that deal gets over the line. I just think it's quite funny that United have been hyping this up all summer, and for it not to come to fruition is quite humorous in my opinion. But I think that's enough on United. They need more signings. They can't rest on their laurels right now. I know Anthony Martial was the second coming of Jesus Christ in the preseason games, but relax, mate. You're versing Melbourne victory. Speaking of that, oh yeah. Also, I want to touch on something as well at the end of this. That has just reminded me. You versus Melbourne victory. Just relax. And you versus a reserve Crystal Palace team. Anyway, I digress. That's enough on United.